Hi students, now we are going to see the properties of alcohols. Properties of alcohols. So properties, physical property. There are two types of properties, physical properties and chemical properties. Physical properties means appearance. That is, what is its boiling point and whether it is gas, solids, etc. So now physical properties first. We are going to see the physical properties of alcohols, phenols. And first the alcohols and phenol consist of two groups, alkyl or aryl and then hydroxyl group. What is alcohol? Consider this as, that is CH3OH. Example, phenol C6H5OH. So whether the alcohols or phenols may contain either the alkyl, this is alkyl and this is aryl. Benzene ring means aryl. And also hydroxyl group. What is hydroxyl? OH. So alcohols and phenol consists of two parts. That is, one is alkyl aryl, another one is hydroxyl group. So we are going to see two different types of properties. One is properties due to hydroxyl group, and alkyl and aryl group modify its properties. That means the properties is due to the alcohol, due to the presence of OH group. These two modify the properties. Whether it has a tendency to increases or decreases, like that. So first, properties of alcohols. First we are going to see the physical properties. Alcohols and phenol. We are studying about the properties of alcohols and phenols, no? So consists of two parts, whether it may be alkyl aryl or hydroxyl group. That means alcohol, example for that one is methyl alcohol, phenol C6H5OH. So this is alkyl and this is aryl. Both have a hydroxyl group. So the properties is mainly due to the hydroxyl group, and it was modified by the alkyl or aryl. First we are going to see the boiling point. Boiling point of alcohols and phenols increases. That means the boiling point, alcohol or phenol, either alcohol or phenol. Normally the boiling point increases with the increase in number of carbon atom. So number of carbon atom increases means boiling point increases. Why if the number of carbon atom increases means boiling point increases? Due to the van der Waals forces. And the boiling point decreases with branching. Number of carbon atom increases, but when it is in branching means then the boiling point decreases. Why branching increases means boiling point decreases? Because there is a decrease in the van der Waals forces. So branching, consider, that is butane. For carbon atoms are in the straight chain. And isobutane means it is branched, no? The size decreases. So surface area decreases. That means van der Waals force also decreases. So boiling point decreases when the branching decreases. Boiling point decreases, branching means branching increases. Why during the branching the boiling point decreases? Because there is a decrease in the van der Waals force with a decrease in the surface area. This is decrease in the surface area. So first physical property we have discussed about the boiling point. So boiling point increases with the number of carbon atom. When it is in the linear chain means increases. Branching means decreases. Now the OH group of alcohols and phenols involves intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Alcohol have a tendency to undergo inter means between. Inter means between two molecules. Intermolecular, between two molecules, there occurs a hydrogen bonding. The boiling point in alcohols and phenols are higher than hydrocarbon, ethers, haloalkane, arenes of comparable masses. So example, ethanol and propane both have a same molecular mass, more or less, but different boiling point. Why? In ethyl alcohol, what is the formula for this? C2H5OH. What is propane? CH3, CH2, CH3. Both have a comparable molecular mass but differ in their boiling point. Why? This alcohol have a tendency to undergo intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Since the OH group has a tendency to form a intermolecular hydrogen bonding, the boiling point increases. Boiling point increases. Example is ethanol and propane. Both have a comparable molecular mass. Comparable molecular mass but different boiling point. And methoxymethane. What about the methoxymethane? CH3O CH3 is between these two. So ethanol have a high boiling point due to the intermolecular hydrogen bonding of OH group. And then ether. And then propane. So this ether is in between alcohol and alkane. Alcohol and alkane. And the next, compare these with the exact value. That is ethanol. Methoxymethane. Ethanol, methoxymethane. So this is ethanol, CH3CH2OH. Methoxymethane. We already discussed the nomenclature, no? So first, what is the molecular mass? 46, 46. What is its boiling point? 351. Here 248 only. Due to the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Due to the intermolecular hydrogen bonding of OH group. Here there is no OH group. This ether does not involve in hydrogen bonding. Therefore, it have a low boiling point compared to alcohol. Compared to alcohol. Now, next is propane. Propane CH3, CH3, here CH2. So CH3, CH2, CH3 is propane. It is nothing but CH3, CH2, CH3. Its molecular mass is 44. Its boiling point is 231. That means less than that of ether. How will you calculate the molecular mass? Ethanol. 1 carbon, its molecular mass, atomic mass is 12. 3 hydrogen, its atomic mass is 1. 1 oxygen, 1 carbon, and then it's 12. Hydrogen 2, its atomic mass 1. Oxygen 1, its atomic mass 16. Hydrogen 1, its atomic mass 1. So 12 plus 3 plus 12. 12 plus 3 plus 12 plus 2 plus 16 plus 1. So while adding we get a 46. So this is the molecular mass. In this manner we have to find out the molecular mass. So comparing these three, which have a high boiling point? Alcohol have a high boiling point. Why alcohol have a high boiling point? Due to the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Due to the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Among these alcohol, OH have a high boiling point due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So among these, alcohol have a high boiling point due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So if any question is asked, whether it is alcohol means it has a tendency to form an intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Why it have high boiling point? Why it is soluble in water? In that manner, the answer is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. It is absent in ethers and hydrocarbon. Present in alcohol. Absent in ethers and hydrocarbon. So, alcohol have a higher boiling point compared to ether and hydrocarbon. So, what is the concept we understand from the boiling point? Boiling point increases means any compound which have a high boiling point means the main reason is due to the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding. Now it is solubility. Next factor we are going to see is solubility. What is solubility? Solubility is also due to the hydrogen bond. Solubility is also due to the hydrogen bond. But there is this hydrogen bond is differ from this hydrogen bonding. This intermolecular means between themselves, alcohol and alcohol. Here solubility means here the intermolecular hydrogen bonding is between that alcohol and water. Hydrogen bond with water. So solubility decrease with increase in size of the alkyl or aryl group. Alkyl and aryl groups are hydrophobic. Hydro means water. Phobic, repelling. So solubility decreases with the increase in size of alkyl or aryl group. So number of carbon atom increases means the solubility decreases. So number of carbon atom increases means the solubility decreases due to the hydrophobic nature. Since the alkyl and aryl groups are water repelling. Lower alcohols, that means carbon, less number, no? So it is miscible, that means soluble in all proportion. In all proportion means we can take in any ratio. In excess amount or in less amount. It has a tendency to be soluble in water. So solubility and boiling point both are same, which have a intermolecular hydrogen bonding. If it is boiling point means between themselves. If it is a solubility means between water and alcohol. Now we are going to see the chemical properties. Chemical properties. Alcohol react with both nucleophile and electrophile. So now nucleophile, nucleus carries which sign? Plus sign. Philes, philic, attract. It has a tendency to attract the plus means it carries which sign? Minus sign, carries negative sign. So nucleophilic, nucleus plus sign, philic attraction. It has a tendency to attract the plus sign means it must have a negative sign. Similarly electrophile, electron which carries which is sign? Negative sign. It has a tendency to attract the negative sign means it must carry which sign? Plus sign. So nucleophile is nothing but compound or group which have a negative sign. Electrophile is nothing but a compound or group which have a positive sign. So as nucleophiles, if a nucleophile bring a reaction means the bond broken between O and H. If a nucleophile brings the nucleophilic attack means the bond breaks between O and H in this manner. If the electrophile come and attack means the bond broken between carbon and oxygen, that is C bond OH, no? So the bond breaks between carbon and oxygen. So nucleophilic attack means bond breaks between O and H. Electrophile means bond breaks between C and OH. C and OH. Now we are going to see the reactions. Reactions involving cleavage of OH bond. Cleavage of OH bond means this is a nucleophilic or electrophilic attack. Cleavage of OH bond means nucleophilic attack. Now reaction, acidity of alcohols and phenols. Acidity which has a tendency to give the H plus ions. Oh, bond break here means it has a tendency to give H plus ions, no? So now acidity of alcohols and phenols. First property is reaction with metals. Alcohol or phenol, active metals, that means highly reactive metals. That means which has a tendency to accept or donate an electron is called as active metals. Example, alkali metal, sodium, potassium, aluminium. That means which has a tendency to donate the electron. Now, alcohols and phenols first react with alkali metals. Alkali metal and sodium, potassium are commonly it is called as active metals. It has a tendency to give the hydrogen ion. Replace the hydrogen and active metals come and attack. Now ethyl alcohol, let's see the example for this one. Ethyl alcohol, 2C2H5OH plus 2Na. This is ethyl alcohol and 2Na means active metals 2Na. What happens? This hydrogen is replaced and in that place which one come and attack? Na. If we remove hydrogen means it is called ethoxide. Instead of hydrogen we have Na. Sodium ethoxide. Sodium ethoxide. That means alcohol react with any sodium, any metals to liberate hydrogen. That means it is one of the important identification for alcohol. That is, it has a tendency to liberate hydrogen with active metals. Liberate hydrogen with active metals. We are going to see the ethyl alcohol. We are seeing the ethyl alcohol, no? If it is phenol means instead of C2H5 we have a C6H5. Then sodium phenoxide is obtained. Now we are going to see the aliphatic alcohols, no? So it is ethyl alcohol, and the next is tertiary alcohol. That is, we are taking 6 molecules of tertiary. COH means tertiary, no? So tertiary butyl alcohol. Why butyl? 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon is there. So tertiary butyl alcohol with aluminium. Aluminium valence is 3. So 3 times the molecule should be added to aluminium. So 6. 2 3s are 6. So 2 molecules of tertiary butoxide hydrogen is replaced. Instead we have a aluminium. Aluminium tertiary butoxide. Aluminium tertiary butoxide with the liberation of hydrogen. Let's see the phenol. Phenol react with Na. Here also hydrogen goes out and we get Na. Sodium phenoxide. Phenoxide. Phenyl. Phenoxide. Phenol no. Sodium phenoxide. So any alcohol react with active metal means it has a tendency to liberate hydrogen. It has a tendency to liberate hydrogen. And the next is with NaOH. Next with reaction with NaOH. Phenol react with NaOH. Not only with active metals but also with NaOH also. This phenol have a tendency to liberate hydrogen but in the form of H2O. In the form of H2O. And ONA is obtained. This is nothing but sodium phenoxide. Nothing but sodium phenoxide. And the next is the above reaction shows that alcohols and phenols are acidic. Why it is acidic? Acidic means it has a tendency to donate the H plus. So both the alcohols and phenols are acidic. They are called as Bronsted acid. What is Bronsted? Explained about the acid. That means acid can donate a proton to stronger base. According to Bronsted, acid has a tendency to donate a proton. Here phenol and alcohols have a tendency to donate a proton. So it is acidic. So it is also called as a Bronsted acid. It is also called as a Bronsted acid. Example for that one is this is base. Alcohol or OH or maybe methyl ethyl propyl anything or OH. What happens? Alcohol. If any base means it has a tendency to give the proton. H plus goes out and it becomes alkoxide with BH. So, according to this is a Bronsted acid. This is a Bronsted acid which have a tendency to give the proton to base. Now, why after the acceptance of BH it is called as conjugate acid. After the removal of H, it is called as conjugate base. What is called as conjugate base? Conjugate base is nothing but a species remains after the donation of proton. What is conjugate base? The species remains after the donation of proton is called as conjugate base. So, acid after loses the hydrogen, it is called as a conjugate base. Base. After the acceptance of hydrogen, it is called as a conjugate acid. So, it is nothing but a species remains after the donation of proton is called conjugate base. After the acceptance means conjugate acid. Now, we are going to see the acidity of alcohols. We are going to see the acidity of alcohols. Acidity. Acid which have a tendency to give the H plus ion. So, acidity due to the polar nature of OH bond. Polar nature of OH bond. So, polar nature of OH bond. How the OH bond is polarized? If the electron releasing group, what are the electron releasing group? That is alkyl, methyl, ethyl, propyl, etc. increases means, that means electron releasing group increases means it increases the electron density on the oxygen. Electron density on the oxygen. And decreases the polarity of OH group. That means, consider CH3, CHOH. This is ethyl alcohol, which have a tendency to give the H plus ions, no? Then only it is acid. This is alkyl group, which have a tendency to donate the electron. So, this donates the electron to this carbon. This carbon is already satisfied by 4 valency, no? So, it is now becomes electron rich. So, it donates to the next oxygen. This is also already satisfied with its valency. Now, if it donate means it becomes excess. Now, it donates to which atom? Hydrogen atom. But we have to remove the hydrogen. Instead, if alkyl group is there means it have a tendency to donate the electron and keep the hydrogen here itself. So, we must accept the electron from the hydrogen, but alkyl group have a tendency to donate the electron to the hydrogen and remains the hydrogen there itself instead of removing. So alkyl group increases means acid strength decreases. Alkyl group increases means acid strength decreases. So the electron releasing group increases. It increases the electron density on the oxygen atom and decreases the polarity of OH group. Therefore, the OH cannot able to go out. That means acid strength decreases. Electron releasing group increases means acid strength decreases. That is primary alcohol or CH2. Only one alkyl group is here, no? Here two alkyl group. Here three alkyl groups. So the alkyl group increases means acid strength decreases. Alkyl group increases means acid strength decreases. So from this we understand the alkyl group increases means acid strength decreases. Acid strength decreases. So alkyl group increases means acid strength decreases since it donates the electron to the hydrogen instead of removing it. Now we are going to see the alcohols are weaker acid than water. Why? Alcohols are weaker acid than water. That means alkoxide ion, water. What happens? This has a tendency to accept the H plus and it becomes OH minus. Now accept means base. Donate means acid. After the acceptance it is called as conjugate acid. After the removal it is called as a conjugate base. So base means which have a tendency to accept a proton. Acid means which have a tendency to donate a proton. What is conjugate base? Species remaining after the donation of proton. What is conjugate acid? Species obtained after the acceptance of proton. So acid forms a conjugate base. Base form a conjugate acid. Base form a conjugate acid. Base and acid. Base has a tendency to accept the proton. Acid have a tendency to donate a proton. So it has a tendency to accept the proton and form ROH. After the acceptance it is called conjugate acid. After the removal of H plus it is called conjugate base. So the species after the donation of proton is called as a conjugate base. It is called as a conjugate base. Water is a better proton donor. So comparing these two, water is a better proton donor. That is strong acid than alcohol. Now alkoxides are the stronger bases. RO is a strong base, no? So it has a tendency to accept the sodium ethoxide is a stronger base than NaOH. Alkoxide, alkyl, ethyl, oxide, ethoxide is a stronger base than NaOH. Now next reasoning question is, why alcohol acts as a Bronsted base? Why alcohol acts as a Bronsted base? Due to the presence of unshared electron pairs on oxygen. Due to the presence of unshared electron. Oxygen have a lone pair electron, no? That is unshared electron pair on oxygen. It make it a proton acceptor. Due to the presence of lone pair, it has a tendency to accept the protons. Now we are going to see the acidity of alcohols. Acidity of alcohols. In alcohols we are taking the aryl alcohol, that is phenol. Due to the acidic nature, it liberates hydrogen. We already discussed. Any alcohol, it has a tendency to liberate hydrogen with alkali metal. Active metals means it is called as acidic in nature. In phenol, the OH group is directly attached to sp2 carbon. What is sp2 carbon? Carbon-carbon double bond. sp2 means carbon-carbon double bond in the benzene ring. Therefore, electron withdrawing group. Therefore, it acts as a electron withdrawing group. Now, how it acts as electron withdrawing? We are going to see the resonance structure. How the electron gets accepted. Benzene ring, OH. Oxygen carries how many lone pair electron? 2 lone pair electron. So, 1 lone pair comes here. Benzene ring has a tendency to accept the electron pair, no? So, this comes here. This carbon is already satisfied with 4 valency. So, it has to donate 1 bond here. Now, this becomes double bond and this bond comes here. Yes, here. Now, this comes inside and this bond comes to this carbon. So, minus here this bond. This comes here. So, here. And this comes here. Now transfer of this minus here, this bond comes to this carbon, and now this minus comes here and the bond goes. So we get the same phenol. This is the resonance structure of phenol. Find that oxygen carries which sign? Plus sign. Oxygen carries which sign? Plus sign. So reaction of phenol with aqueous NaOH indicates phenol are stronger acid than alcohol and water. Phenol is a stronger acid than alcohol and water. Now, the OH group attached to aromatic ring is more acidic. The OH group attached to aromatic ring is more acidic than OH group attached to alkyl group. What is that? Phenol, that means phenol is more acidic than aliphatic alcohol because it is stabilized by resonance. Now we see the resonance structure, no? It is stabilized by resonance. That type of resonance is not found in the alkoxide. Not found in the alkoxide, but the phenoxide ion involved in resonance. That means both are alcohol which have a tendency to give the H plus ion. This becomes alkoxide and this becomes phenoxide. There is no resonance structure. Here we have a resonance structure. So it is more acidic than this. So that is in alkoxide. The negative charge on the oxygen atom is localized. That means only between R and O. But in phenoxide, negative charge on the oxygen atom is delocalized. This minus is for all the 6 carbon atom. So it is delocalized. Localized means only for this alkyl carbon. But delocalized means all the 6 carbon. So that is resonance. Make it a stable. Due to the positive charge on the phenol. Positive charge on the phenol. It is less stable than phenoxide ion. Comparing phenol and phenoxide ion, which is more acidic, more stable, it is phenol is less stable because it carries which sign? Plus sign than the phenoxide ion. This plus sign is not present in the phenoxide ion. Not present in the phenoxide ion. Now, how the phenoxide ion involve in resonance? How the phenoxide ion involve in resonance? Now, this becomes here. This carbon is already satisfied with the 4 valency. So, it has to shift one bond to next carbon. So, it becomes minus. So, it becomes minus. Here becomes double bond. No need to put the plus, no. Because the minus sign only involved here. But in phenol, lone pair electron involves. So, now this bond comes here. This shift here. So, it becomes minus. Next, this minus comes inside and this goes to next carbon. Minus. And the next, this minus comes here and the original minus goes to the phenoxide ion. So this is the resonance structure of phenoxide ion. Since the phenoxide ion is more resonance stabilized than phenol, this is more acidic. Phenols are more acidic. In substituted phenols. What is that substituted phenols? Phenol means benzene ring. Phenol, a compound having a benzene ring in which the OH group is directly attached to the benzene ring. That is, if the electron withdrawing group is there, increases means, what about the acid strength? If the electron withdrawing group increases means, what about the acid strength? What are the electron withdrawing group? NO2 plus nitronium ion, and increases the acid strength. Why? If it is, when the acid strength increases, when it is present in the ortho and para position. What is the ortho and para position? 1,2 position is called ortho. 1,4 position is called para. So 1,2 position and this is 1,4 position in the benzene ring. If the electron withdrawing group present in the ortho and para means it is have a more acid strength due to the effective delocalization of negative charge in the phenoxide ion. Effective delocalization. So electron withdrawing group increases means acid strength increases. Electron withdrawing group increases means acid strength increases. Even though the electron withdrawing group is present, it is more pronounced in the ortho and para position. Ortho and para position. Now, if the electron withdrawing group is there means what happened? Electron withdrawing group. Example, alkyl group. Example, electron releasing group, alkyl group. Alkyl group means it has a tendency to give the electrons, no? So, the H plus is not easily removed. So, it not favors the formation of phenoxide ion. Since it have a tendency to accept, and acid strength what happens? Decreases. So, commonly electron withdrawing group increases means acid strength increases. Electron releasing group increases means acid strength decreases. Example for that one is cresol. What is cresol? OH group along with the CH3. OH group along with the CH3, which is less acidic than phenol. Why it is less acidic? Why it is less acidic? Since the alkyl group is electron releasing group. Electron releasing means the oxygen electron density increases. Then the H2 plus not removed. If it has a tendency to attract means H2 plus easily removed. So since the alkyl group present here, the cresols are less acidic than phenol. Cresols are less acidic than phenol due to the presence of the alkyl group. And the phenol is million times more acidic than ethanol. More acidic than ethanol due to the resonance. Due to the resonance. Phenol have a resonance. Reason? Resonance. In ethanol, the resonance structure is absent. But phenol, it is stabilized by resonance. It is stabilized by resonance. Ethanol, absent resonance. But in phenol, it is stabilized by resonance. It is stabilized by resonance. So, commonly, electron withdrawing group increases means acid strength increases. Electron releasing group increases means acid strength decreases. Electron releasing group increases means acid strength decreases. So, this is the acidic nature of, that is, physical and chemical properties of phenols, commonly alcohols.